it's Erica, and this is my August wrap-up. I read a lot of books this month, so let's get started. The first book I read was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is the fourth book in the Harry Potter series. In this book, Harry, Ron, and Hermione started their fourth year at Hogwarts. This book featured a Tri-Wizard tournament with different challenges and different wizards competing against each other from different schools. In this book, Harry and Ron were arguing a lot, and in my mind, when two people argue a lot, it sounds like they may secretly like each other. I was thinking while I read this book, a romance will definitely develop between these two in the future. I also liked Harry's growing relationship with Cedric Diggory in this book. They helped each other out with the challenges and knowing what they are beforehand. The conclusion to this book was phenomenal. It featured a showdown between Harry, Voldemort, and Death Eaters. I thought it was really good, and this series just keeps on getting better and better. The next book I read was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is the fifth book in the Harry Potter series. Harry, Ron, and Hermione started their fifth year at Hogwarts. This book talked about the Order of the Phoenix, which is a secret organization that's determined to take down Voldemort and his Death Eaters. This book also delved into more secrets about Harry's past and why he and Voldemort share a connection. I'm glad I learned about all these secrets near the end of the book. I found it to be entertaining, and it definitely made me pick up the next book right away. This is the sixth book in the Harry Potter series. This book centered more around Professor Snape and a mysterious person called a Half-Blood Prince. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I bet you can guess which book I read next. That was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is the seventh and final book in the Harry Potter series. This book was phenomenal. I loved the plot in this book and how it was so interwoven within itself. I liked the final showdown with Harry and Voldemort and the secrets and truths that were revealed in this final book from different plot developments from the previous book. I thought this book was expertly written. I loved the ending and the romantic relationships in this book. J.K. Rowling has truly written a masterpiece with this finale. I loved everything about it. I assume I'll be reading Harry Potter for many years to come. Now, I've only seen the first 3 movies in the Harry Potter series, but I've recently bought them all. So, the Ultimate Harry Potter tag will be coming soon once I finish watching the movies. I'm looking forward to that. After reading the Harry Potter series, I read Shatter Me by Tara Maffei. This is the first book in a YA dystopian trilogy. I've talked a lot about this book in previous videos. I thought that this book was written well, and I loved the character development in this book, especially with Juliet throughout the trilogy, and I loved the world building in this trilogy. I have a review up of this book, so I'll link it down below. The next book I read was Unravel Me. This is the second book in the Shatter Me trilogy. I have a review up of this book as well, which I'll link down below. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Ignite Me. This is the third and final book in the Shatter Me trilogy. It was an epic finale. I loved the romance in this book, the conflict in this book, and it was just amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I also read Unite Me. This is a bind-up of the 2 novellas in the Shatter Me trilogy. The first one is Destroy Me, and the next one is Fracture Me. I read Destroy Me in between book 1 and book 2, and I loved it. If I could, I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I read Fracture Me in between books 2 and books 3 in the trilogy, and I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't really enjoy it as much as the first one. I have reviews up about both of these novella stories in my Shatter Me review, as well as my Unravel Me review. The next book I read after the Shatter Me trilogy was Delirium by Lauren Oliver. This is the first book in another YA sci-fi dystopian trilogy. In this society, everyone thinks love is a disease. Everyone thinks love corrupts you in ways and makes you sick. Everyone over the age of 18 and up gets the cure, which means that their mind stays intact, but they have next to no emotions at all. The cure saves them from extreme emotions. This book follows a girl named Lena Holloway, who always hopes to get the cure. So she's for the cure, and she thinks it's helpful. That is until she meets a boy named Alex, and then her views on her life completely change. I won't go into too much detail about this book because my review on Delirium is coming soon. The next book is Pandemonium. This is the second book in the Delirium trilogy. This is one that I'm currently reading, as you can see, but I'll probably be finished it by the time this video goes up, so I'll include it in my wrap-up too. I'm enjoying it so far, and I really love the trilogy overall. I'll tell you more about this book and Delirium soon. That's it for my August wrap-up. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below and tell me what books that you read this month. If you enjoyed them or not, I'd love to start a discussion. See you guys in my next video. Bye!
I believe that nothing lasts forever. You stay with me, keeping us together.